Hello, welcome to this video. This is a super exciting video for me because I'm going to be doing some, mental run-throughs or like last minute correlating / planning for my upcoming wedding. That as I'm filming this is... how far away is it? Today is... hold on. Okay, just under 2 weeks. Just under 2 weeks away. And I've got my cup of coffee here. This is just going to be a bit of a sit down, chit chat, run through with you. I'm going to be taking some notes in this very non-aesthetic school exercise book. And basically just kind of verbalizing a run through, which is actually going to benefit me as well. So I have my laptop down here with the whole ceremony written down that the celebrant sent us through, and I need to sort vowels. I need to kind of get a simple rundown in this book so that when we go to our venue the day before, we'll have a chance to kind of run it through a bit. The package that we've chosen with our celebrant is technically her elopement package, but she's been very generous in expanding that for us. But as such, we don't have a rehearsal, so we're kind of just winging it. So, anyway. Find a clean page. Okay. Okay. Now, obviously, this is not going to be posted until after the wedding because I don't want any spoilers for anyone who may be watching. The first thing, and I'm going to actually get a pen out as well and write it down. This is all very off the cuff, so come journey with me. I either have like gel pens that are just not practical or very boring pens. Yeah. Here's a practical gel pen. Okay. So, first of all, the ceremony is at 11 a.m. So, my partner will go to the venue with his friend, will drive him there. And yeah, so 11 a.m. start. We'll write that down first. If my pen will cooperate with us, I'm not sure. There we go. 11 a.m. start. So we're going to have around 20 guests, so it's nice and intimate. So yeah. So he'll already be there. Then we bought this pack, I don't have it with me, this pack of rainbow lollipops, really cute heart-shaped rainbow lollipops, and we're thinking of getting our kids to hand them out, probably at the beginning or just before the beginning of the ceremony. So I've picked out the beginning music. I've actually combined a few songs together to make a bespoke entrance song. I paid someone a $5 to do a piano cover of With You, which is one of the Pokemon theme songs. My partner loves Pokemon and always has and always will. I don't know if you've noticed in any of my videos, you might not be able to see, but up there is a Dragonite. That's all the Pokemon things. But there's things dotted around the house, and it's been like a lifelong love of his, and I really wanted to do something related to that was meaningful. When I proposed to him, I did so with a ring in a Pokeball, so I want to continue that through. And so yeah, he doesn't know, it's a surprise, but I paid someone to do a piano cover of the song, so that will play at the very beginning, and I'm thinking that will be the cue perhaps for the kids to give out the lollipops. So see how that would work. So I'm gonna get one of my friends, I think, who will come with me in the car to how are we gonna do it? She's gonna have to connect to my speaker somehow, which is a Bluetooth one, thankfully, but she'll need to connect to that, and then from there play the song. So we'll say connect to speaker, and then play entrance music, cue kids to hand out lollipops. We do have a toddler. Our youngest is 2, so we're hoping that if she has a lollipop to focus on, it might help her just, stay collected, as collected as a 2-year-old can through the ceremony. Fingers crossed. So that's the reason for doing that at the beginning. Then, so it'll have that, and then it will have a break. I think I've done about 30 seconds, and then it will go into the entrance song. So the entrance song I've picked is Light My Love by Greta Van Fleet. Greta Van Fleet is the first concert that we saw together, and we both really loved it and enjoyed it. We're both fans of their music, and so that's quite special. And it was also my partner's first ever concert. I know, don't judge me. So yeah, so that's why I chose that. It's a beautiful song if you look it up. It's lovely, it's emotional. I have found on YouTube an isolated version of the vocal track. So the first part of the song is quite ethereal because it's just the vocals, and then right at this really crescendo, how do you say that, point, boom, like it just goes into the full music. So my plan is to be very dramatic, because I do have a flair for the dramatic, and kind of burst through the doors at that moment of crescendo. We'll see how that plays out, but fingers crossed. So lollipops, and then from there we'll do so the guests have lollipops, and then second song begins, and then I enter, and then so we'll go up and the song will naturally finish, and then let's look at the document I have here in front of me. So it's basically just the celebrant introducing the ceremony, and then talking about the venue, thanking the owner of the venue, and then thanking the guests who've travelled, and then we just take a moment to acknowledge my partner's mum who has passed away. Then it's sort of like a bit of it's titled Love Story. So when we first spoke to the celebrant, she basically asked us for any cute stories, and I had a couple from the very beginning of our relationship when we were just kind of dating. So I sent her those, and she's included them, which is lovely. And she's included our engagement, how I proposed. Then we go on to vows. We both need to finalise and then write out our vows because we'll both read them on the day. So I'm just gonna make some notes. So I'll say ceremony, just kind of jotting down the general stuff. Ceremony begins. Welcome. Acknowledge. Love story. Vows. And then so I need to do my vows. Vows, and then okay. So we've opted not to do rings. They're just not particularly important to either of us. Not to say that I won't get one day, even just as like a memento, but we're not the kind of people who really wear rings on a daily basis, and we didn't want to spend money on that. To have it kind of just sit in a drawer when it's not something that's super important to us. So we've opted not to do that, and instead we're going to do a hand fasting ceremony. Neither of us had ever heard of this before. It was the celebrant who brought it up to us, and we both really liked the sound of it. You can kind of make of it what you will. So the way that a lot of people do it, and we've chosen to do it as well, is choose colours of, we've chosen ribbon that symbolise something to us of substance. So we have these rainbow ribbons, and basically I've tied them into two long strings, and I don't know exactly how it works, but the celebrant will read this beautiful piece that we've co-written together here, and go through the meanings of the colours. So we have red for life, orange for healing, yellow for vibrance, we have green for nature, blue for serenity, and purple for spirit. So those are all meaningful things to us. And then there's a piece about what the hand fasting ceremony is. So it's representing unity and the intertwinement and all that kind of thing. And then the celebrant will secure the ribbons with an infinity knot. I don't know what that is. We'll wait and see. So I need to note it down. That will then be hand fasting with ribbons. From there we do the signing of the marriage license. So we have our witnesses. And that is it. Then it's just concluding words. There was more originally written in. There was like a reading and things like that we could include, or choose one ourselves. But we wanted to keep it relatively short and succinct, not to sort of drag it out, but also include all the things in there that were important to us. And that is it. From there, I'm not 100% sure what's happening. So, that's gonna. So I'll put conclusion. Okay, so right, so that's the ceremony. Then I need to figure out post-ceremony what's happening. So we do have the opportunity to stay at the venue for a little bit longer. We could do the cake there. That's one idea I had. We could we're definitely going to get some photos. I know that for certain. We've hired a photographer. And so he'll definitely take some great photos at the venue because it's just a fantastic venue. And then, yeah, so we could either do the cake there and have the photos there, or we could just have the photos. Oh, another idea I had was, although I'm leaving it a little bit late now, I wanted a bubble machine. I'm going to tell you that I'm extra. I wanted a bubble machine. I saw one at a shop and I was like, oh my gosh, a bubble machine. And then I was like, I cannot justify a bubble machine. It was like $50 or something. I was like, I cannot justify spending money on a bubble machine. And then I was like, come on, man, like how cool would that be? And the kids would love it, and the photos would be fabulous, and it would just be a bit of fun because we're trying to keep the ceremony light and fun and casual. So I wanted the bubble machine. Then I thought, okay, what if we minimized the bubble machine and we had like those little bubble guns instead? They're like, you dip the surface in the bubble mixture and then you pick it up and you can like pull the wee trigger and it like blows just bubbles everywhere. And I thought, we have 2 kids, they could have one each. They could kind of like shoot bubbles everywhere while everyone exits, while we exit. And if that would be a really fun way to include them in the ceremony. So I still might do that. The exit song is just, at this stage I might change it, it's not finalised, but at this stage I'm thinking of doing the actual original version of the theme tune that will play at the start of the piano cover of the Pokemon theme song with you, and doing that because it's quite a uplifting, and also the lyrics are really lovely and they correlate quite nicely. After the ceremony, we are keeping it super simple. We're just having everyone over at an Airbnb, and we've got some very simple catering. It's just going to be a light lunch. It'll be BYO drinks, and we'll just chat, listen to music. So no reception as such. We're keeping it as low-key as possible and low budget as possible. I'm just going to note about the exit music and about the bubbles. Now I'm going to move on to talking about what we're wearing. So we are not doing what's it called? A bridal party? Is that what you call it? You know, where there's like bridesmaids and like best men and whatever. We're not doing that. So all I've had to focus on is dressing myself, dressing my partner, and dressing my kids. So, okay. First of all, I'll show you some ideas. None of this is set in stone. It will very much be how I feel on the day when I'm getting ready. So this is the first thing. I've inherited these very cute little pearl cuffs from, apparently they're supposed to like hold up your sweater if you roll up the sleeves. I inherited these from my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, so these are very, very special, and I hope I can wear them. I'm just going to wear them as little wrist cuffs if I do decide to wear them on the day. There's going to be an ongoing theme of pearls, so I ordered this pearl choker. The colour matches really quite good. I ordered this off AliExpress, and so of course it's AliExpress quality. So when you put it on, I do it up because it's kind of annoying, but they kind of like flop out, so they don't stay neatly stacked, like nicely stacked as a choker. Yeah, you can kind of see. So they kind of do that, which isn't the end of the world, but I don't know, we'll see how it looks with everything. But that's an option. I purchased these little heart-shaped white tunnels, so I may wear them, or I also have, also from AliExpress, I've ordered some little, they're like little dangle earrings, so I would just put them on one of these tunnels because they have the little connector there where you can apply a dangle earring even though you've stretched ears. So they're like a pearl heart, so maybe an option. I also got these little bows from Dangerfield. I think they came in an 8-pack, so that's just a possibility to accessorise with those if I feel like it. What else can I show you? These are my shoes. These are my shoes. Oh, it's so cute. Also from AliExpress. AliExpress is kind of the dream budget wedding resource. Truly. These are so gorgeous. Stay in focus, please. So gorgeous. I want to focus on my face. And they have the wee pearl accent, so again, that theme is running through. They have bells. I don't know, they're just so sweet, so cute. Bows. Bows are also another theme in my outfit. Okay. Then I have these. These are just some plain white tights. These are also from Dangerfield. This is just simply a little, just to swap out this barbell here because it's pink. It's hard to pick up on camera, but it's a pale pink. Very pretty. AliExpress. What else can I show you? I'll show you my daughter's outfit. So this is going to be her t-shirt, and it's very big, it's oversized because I didn't realise, you know, with ordering online you don't realise the size. And usually I find kids' sizes run extremely small, so usually even though my daughter is 2, she will often wear a size 4. So I got a size 4 from Dangerfield, and it's huge. It's like actually a size 4, so it's very cute though. And with that, she'll wear some little black bike shorts and a black tutu. She's tutu obsessed, so she will love that. For my son, he has the exact same print as a button-up shirt, and he will just wear some black shorts, so they will be matching, which will be so cute, and they love when they match, so exciting. The venue, by the way, is pink. It's all pink, so hence my hair, hence the pink in the kids' clothes. My partner's suit is hot pink. It's gorgeous. I can't remember what the name of it was, where we ordered it from. I can always link it below. It was an Australian company. Anyway, it's beautiful. I will insert a photo of that here. And my dress was a bit of a mission. So I knew that I did not want a traditional wedding dress. We're not really doing anything traditionally. And so obviously I'm not a traditional person. You might be able to tell. So I knew I wanted something a little bit different, and I saw this company advertised to me on YouTube. So I won't name and shame here because I don't know if I can get in trouble for that, but it was a bit of a shit show. Pictures online were stunning. I think it was about 600 New Zealand dollars. It came from the UK, so it took a while. When it arrived, I had asked for help from the staff because I was in between sizes, so I wanted to know what size I should go for, and they suggested one size, I can't remember what it was, and it arrived and it was massively too big. It was massively too big on me, and it had a few faults. The boning was not right, like it had like a bust and with boning in it, like a corset sort of style, and it was like all off center, and it had these beautiful bows attached to it, and they were all just like they all just like kind of half like flopped off. And I originally was like emailed them ever so politely and just said, hey, it's arrived, it's beautiful, but there are these issues. So number one, it's way too big on me, despite following, the advice of the staff, and it's got these issues with the boning, which is quite front and center, so it's quite visible, and the bows are like super drooping off the fabric. So I basically just wanted to do an exchange. So it's like, could I please exchange this for the correct size? And hopefully one without the boning. The bows weren't a big issue, I could have just got them stitched. But I just wanted to, bring it to their attention because they're out here charging a pretty penny. So they were disgustingly rude back to me. I don't think I've ever had a customer service person speak right to me in that way. Honestly, like, it floored me, and it made me feel like they were a scam company. They were basically saying, what do you want us to do? Like, there's nothing we can do about that. That's not our fault. That's not our problem. You've obviously, measured yourself wrong, and the bows are supposed to look like that. And the boning is like whatever you're making an issue out of something that like basically doesn't even exist. And I was like, oh my goodness. So that was a whole anxiety. So after several emails back and forth, I started speaking to someone different. A different staff member came on board, and they said, hey, no worries, we can exchange it for you. What size would you like? I was like, oh my god, after all that. So I said what size I wanted, and they were like, okay, I'm sorry, that is out of stock, but if you want to get it tailored, we can, give you a partial refund towards those costs. And I was like, okay, fair enough. So I went and got a quote. It was extremely expensive, like hundreds of dollars. And I took that back to them, and they said, we can only give you this much. I think it was like $100 maybe. So you're probably better off just returning it. And I was like, honestly, take it. Please take it back, because it had been such a beautiful garment, albeit, the flaws that it had. It was overall very striking, and I was so disappointed that it had been tainted by this really, really horrible experience with customer service. Yeah, so I was just like, yes, please, that would be great, thank you, I will return it. So after a few more weeks, they finally sent me a return label, and I got it sent away. However many weeks after that, it shipped back to London, and they received it, and they gave me a full refund, and I could breathe again. Because honestly, the way that they had operated early on in the correspondence made me feel very uneasy and distrustful, and like I probably wasn't going to get my money back. So yeah, it could have been really simple as hey, like, let's exchange that for you, no worries. But it wasn't. So yes, never shopping with that company again. So then I had very little time to find a replacement dress. And again, I knew I wanted something non-traditional. I kind of loved the style of that original dress that I'd received, and it was kind of like doll-like. It was short and poofy, and the original dress was sequins, which was like a dream, which I couldn't find a replacement for, but I could find a similar silhouette in Lolita style clothing. So that's not a style of clothing I've ever worn, but I've always admired it. I've always thought it was just so cool, so cute, just beautiful. So I went down that rabbit hole, did some research about different styles that could maybe work as a wedding dress, as an alternative wedding dress, and where I could order them from, so last minute, and all that. So yeah, so I ended up finding this company, Glitter Tail. That's all their information. And I can also link it below. And what they do is they custom make Lolita garments through their Etsy shop. And I had read some real life reviews from the Lolita community, because there's quite a community, as you can imagine. So I had some real life experiences, and they were all very positive. So I went out there, I looked at their dresses, I messaged them and said, hey, could you please make this particular dress that you have, but in these fabric colours for my wedding by this time? And they were nothing but lovely to deal with. So lovely to deal with. I couldn't do enough for you. And kind of just willing to work with your ideas. And so I picked this particular dress, and I said, you know, I want to customize it to all white, except for with these pink accents to match my partner's suit. So I sent them a photo of the suit colour as they requested, you know, with a white piece of paper, natural light, all that. And they set about making that for me. So it was all like fit to me specifically and bespoke. So that was really cool. And I was super nervous, but I had to just put my trust in it. And they promised me it would arrive in time, so I just waited. And I didn't hear anything for a while, so I messaged them. And every time I messaged them for updates, they were very responsive and happy to help. So I decided also that I would love if they could make me a veil to match the dress. The overskirt on the dress is organza, so I wanted them to make just a short veil to match that, because I was like, let's add a little drama, a little flair, let's really give it wedding vibes. So I requested that, and they were happy to do that. I said to them, I have very short hair, so I need it either on a headband or on clips, because it won't stay in, like a traditional veil wouldn't stay in my hair. And they were like, yep, all good. So all of that was shipped to me and was exceptionally fast shipping. Was shipped from Vietnam and arrived, and I was at first I was not sure. Like immediately I was like, this is so freaking cute. But there were a few issues. The main one being that the pinks on it didn't match. So the pink ribbons here and the bows, and the bows on the skirt, and the lacing at the front were all one pink, a really pretty pink. Did not match my partner's suit, but a very pretty pink nonetheless, so no worries. And then, sorry, not this bit. That's fast forward ahead, that's what we fixed. But anyway, the straps and the massive detachable pink bow, like the statement piece at the front, were like neon pink. Not only did it not match my partner's suit, which is like fair enough, understandable, like differences in lighting, monitors, everything like that, I understand. There's going to be variations there. But the main thing was that it didn't match any of the other pinks. So it looked horrendous with these two really mismatching pinks next to each other on the same garment. So I was like, oh damn. The lacing at the front was also quite gappy, and again I want to allow for the fact that obviously they didn't measure me in person, so there's going to be some variation there. Apart from that, the dress fit me great, so no worries there. So I happen to have a friend who is a crafter, a sewer, a purveyor of fine arts. She would laugh if she didn't say that. Anyway, she graciously said that she would help me with these interesting features. The other issue is that the veil came with a comb, just your standard veil comb that I'd specifically requested it not to be made with. And I do want to allow for a language barrier. Obviously, they're presumably Vietnamese, they're in Vietnam. My native language is English, so that's a potential there. But I messaged them about it and they were very kind, very apologetic and understanding, and they gave me a full refund for the veil, because it is not usable as it is at all. It just cannot stay in my hair. So to use that veil, my friend will have to either try and attach it to a headband. That'll probably be the best option. We haven't gone that far yet. We're still working on the dress. She's still working on the dress, so I'm just overseeing. Very, very, very grateful for her. So anyway, so she is in the process of, we managed to go to a craft store and quite closely colour match the ribbons here and the bows with ribbons in the store, and she is sewing these ribbons over the straps. My dog's snoring, sorry. To colour coordinate the pinks on the dress. And very graciously she has recreated the big neon pink bow. We found some beautiful fabrics that coordinate really nicely with the ribbons. Unfortunately, there was no fabrics that matched perfectly that we could find with the limited time that we had. But we found some that look beautiful, and so she's recreated the bow for me, and in the next couple of days she should be finished, and see it all together. So, thank you to my friend. And she's really saved my ass. And yeah, I think that is it. I will put a photo of the finished dress here. Yeah, so we're this close. Currently filming today from getting the garment side of things finally sorted. As far as hair and makeup and nails go, I am going to have my hair pretty much this colour. This colour is lasting incredibly well, so I may not even have to re-dye it because I'm hoping it will just fade a tiny bit more with the next few washes. The colour is, oh gosh, Pink Warrior by Manic Panic. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself, yeah. But I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And I'm happy with my haircut at the moment. I'll just let it continue to grow for the next couple of weeks. And my makeup, I've talked about a bit on my channel already, but I will show you a photo of the finished look here. As of filming today, I have not done a full test run, so I still need to do that. And my nails are short. I bit them from wedding planning stress. So I will book in to get some extensions and probably treat myself to a little bit of nail art because I've never had that done and it would just be super cute, I think. So I'll also put a photo of my nails here as well. And then I think it's everything pre-wedding chat wise. I guess we'll see how it all transpires. Nothing ever goes to plan, and not that we really have a very concrete plan to begin with. So, no, it's good because it leaves a lot of room for flexibility, and it's kind of how I operate. Anyway, my partner not so much, but yeah, very excited, nervous as well, but mainly just like in awe that I actually am about to marry my person. And I could cry just talking about it. And we have cried like many a time, just being like, dude, I'm about to marry you. So yeah, much love. Thank you for watching and going on this journey with me as always. Hope to see you in the next one.